What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Nerd Dating. I'm your host, Zakka, and now let's go and get into today's episodes of the do's and don'ts of dating apps. And you're out there, you're thinking, okay, I want to create a dating app. I want to get on there, get myself out there. I'm not really getting out and about. I'm kind of staying at home more. I haven't really got a group of friends to go out with, so I really don't know how to meet people. Let's try the dating game out. Let's dip my toe into the water. You couldn't see I put my legs up, like the camera's not low enough for me to show. I guess I probably shouldn't show you my feet on camera, but it's fine. I'm wearing socks. But anyway, dip your toe in the water, get out there. So what's the do's and don'ts? The first thing to do is know what you're looking for. Know what you want to do. And that can be as simple as I just don't know what I want to do. But at least you know you have a starting point. Maybe you're up for casual. Okay, well, put it in your bio. I'm up for casual. I'm up for see what happens, see where things go. Or you're okay, no, I don't want to do casual. I don't want to do friends with benefits. I don't want to mess around. I don't want to do any of that. I want something a little more serious. I want somebody who's going to take more value my time, value my place. I want that. And know what you're going into. If you're going for casual hookups, that's fine. Do you want more serious or not as hookup, but I'm cool with having intercourse or hooking up or hanging out with somebody, hooking up with a person, but it want to be that one person. I don't want to hook up with this person and that person and that person. I want to hook up with a single individual and that's so be. Or I'm looking for whatever. I don't mind being polyamorous. I'm out for this person, out for that person. One, know what you're going into, know what you're looking for. And you say you don't know, but if you don't know, it's I'm just here to have fun. That's casual. Put that out okay, I'm here for casual. I'm up for casual. But I also don't want just somebody who is simply looking to hook up. I don't want a one-night stand. I want somebody who I can spend some time with, but we're not serious. We're not labeling boyfriend, girlfriend. We don't want to go to boyfriend, girlfriend routine. We don't go that route. We just want to technically it's a friends with benefits. So that's also not hooking up with multiple people. But that would be considered. If you're looking for casual, it's usually a friends with benefits from a guy's perspective. Now, you can say, hey, my casual consider dates, then ask the person on dates. Don't be well, they should ask me on dates. You know what you're looking for. So don't sit there and make somebody fit into what you're If they're not going to ask you on dates, don't be well, this person need to ask me on dates before I do this. Then find somebody who's going to ask you on dates, but also be upfront with what you're about. Hey, I'm going to be wine and dine. I want to take on dates, but also I'm cool with a little fun and play back in my place. You can say that. So know what you're looking into, know what you're going for, and you say, I don't know. Okay, that's fine to start, but at least start thinking, change I don't into I know. So, and maybe just casual fun here and there, and that leads to something serious. Be upfront with that. And the moment you get feelings with somebody, be hey, I'm catching feelings. Let that be known. Express that, because then that allows the other person to be yeah, I'm just not seeing it that way. I'm gonna walk out, or heck, I'm getting feelings too. Let's see what happens. Because remember, closed mouth don't get fed. So at least speak what you're thinking. At least speak what you're about. Because you keep that in and you just sit there and wonder. That's when things start getting messy and complicated. So don't wonder. Be upfront. So that's the first thing. You should know what you're looking for. Know if you want to be casual, have fun, friends with benefits, or you want to be more serious, relationship driven down the line. Know what you're looking for. But also have fun while doing it. The second thing, your photos. When it comes to your photos, make sure you have one photo of you with no glasses, no hat, just facial features, everything with a smile. Show that you're smiling. Be upfront, be bubbly. If you're a person that's not bubbly, at least show you smiling or having a good time in your first photo. At least do that one with nothing covering your face, nothing covering your eyes, hair, whatever the case may be. A good portrait photo, like your school photo, kind of the school photo, or a photo of your LinkedIn profile photo, something where you're upbeat, smiling, just a inviting picture. You don't want one where you're frowning and looking away or having sunglasses on. You want something open, smiling picture. It's your first picture. Your second picture or third picture will be a full body photo so people know who you are. Also, when you have a full body photo on there, it shows that you're confident in yourself and you know who you are as well. So having a full body photo up there at least gives off the idea of your confidence. You know, this is what I'm about. Take it or leave it. Enjoy it. Another photo, a photo of you and your friends. The reason why you want you and your friends on there, or you and your family, whatever the case would be, your friends or your family members, you hang out with your family, have that photo up there so people know that, one, you're a social person, you're not somebody by yourself, not somebody who don't have a social interaction. Because a lot of people on there looking for people to get out and do things, where it's to chill with going to the movie theaters or going to a board game place or go out for drinks at a bar. People want somebody to go out and do things with, so they see your photos and you're just like, okay, a lot of pictures of you just standing there by yourself with nobody in it. You're kind of like, is this person fun to be around? This person cool to hang out with? I don't know. So have at least one with your friends and family. And when it comes to guys, be careful of having a picture with another girl in it, because sometimes a lot of women will think that that's your girlfriend or your ex. So be careful of that. Versus a girl, you can get away with having a picture with you and a guy in there, you and another girl in it, because like guys, we just, after the first, second photo, if we see your face and you know what you look like, we're going to be less lenient, or we're not less, but more lenient when it comes to like, oh, there's a guy in a photo, he's probably your friend, I'll swipe right, doesn't matter. Versus a girl, probably like, there's a girl in the photo, who is that? So, like, if you're going to do that, if you're going to have a girl or a guy in the photo as a guy, make sure it's a group photo where like you and a bunch of dudes and a girl, like she's part of the group with your friends. She's not like your best friend or your sister, because a girl will dissect that, be like, swiping left on that because there's a girl in the photo. Versus, and you don't have to say who it is, you can just be like, just, this is a group picture of everybody. So have a group photo with your friends. And the fourth picture, I should say, have a photo of you doing something you enjoy doing. Have a photo of you doing an activity that you love, whether that's going to dog park, whether that's playing video games, whether that's reading a book, whether that's going to a bookstore, whether that's going to bars or fitness, whatever the case may be. Do something where you enjoy doing it so somebody can see what your love and interest is. Have that. The other thing you want to have is a bio. In your bio, add interesting things, the things you love doing, things you're interested about, things you geek out about. You can put in your bio what you're looking for. Yes, that's good. But do not put like, if you don't match this quality, do not swipe right. If you don't match this quality, do not swipe right. If you don't do this, don't swipe right. Don't add that to your bio, but add things that you enjoy doing. Add things that you're looking for, such as like, I'm looking to go out and have fun. I'm looking to have a good time. I'm a nerdy dude in Kansas City out here, want to have a good time. Put that in there. Have that in there. And then like, I'm interested in Marvel, cheese, football, like those kind of things, anime. Like, put your interests in there. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy walks. I enjoy hiking, because everybody enjoys hiking and traveling. Everybody enjoys traveling. Put that in there. You play video games or whatever the case may be, but make it yours. Make it where like, I can go out for a cup of coffee and then go back to the crib and play video games for the next 4 hours. And the game I'm playing, I'm going to play League of Legends. I'm going to play Mario Kart. I like playing, I want to say Patty Cake Baker's, man, there's a video game for this. I know there is. But Candy Crush, whatever game you like playing, like you can throw that in there and be like, this is my thing. I like doing this. But also love getting out and having fun at the bar and stuff like that. So you can do this, or going to the zoo, or whatever the case may be. Wherever your thing is, put that in the profile so people can see what you're interested in. Another thing I put in my profile, I put in my height. I'm 5'7". I throw that in my bio. Why? That way somebody who has a height thing, or like, well, I only date people this height, so be it. So I just wanted to know what you're getting into, because yes, I'm 5'7". I throw that in my bio. So, and also I throw like my sign, which I'm a Virgo, and I throw like my love language is physical touch and quality time. So if somebody sees that, they're like, oh, I match that love language, I'm more likely to swipe right. Versus they're like, yeah, that's not my love language, I don't like that. They have an option to swipe left on me or right. It's up to them. But I just want to weed out their preferences, so I put my stuff there. So have a bio. Make sure your pictures of a picture of you with like your face that's not covered, not wearing glasses, anything like that. A picture, a full body picture. A picture of you and your friends and family, and then a picture of you doing something you enjoy doing, or whatever the case may be. Have that in your bio. That's a quick, easy bio to go off of and keep moving, and you're good to go. Now the flip side of that, the don'ts. So the don'ts are pretty much the opposite of what I say do. The don'ts, don't have all like pictures of you with one, you're not smiling. So you have all photos of you with no smile on it, you just look upset. Don't do that. Also, don't put a picture of you wearing sunglasses, like all your pictures of you wearing sunglasses, all your pictures you wearing a hat. Like, one photo is fine. Let's say you're out and about, you're like hiking or camping in whatever the case would be, wearing a hat, that's fine. But multiple pictures of you doing that, don't do that. Don't cover your face in all your pictures. One photo is fine. Two, all of them, no, take it off. one photo you might not be smiling in the photo, maybe you're smirking, that's fine, but don't have one where you're just no smile, you're just looking angry. Don't do that. Take that out. Another thing is not having a bio. No bio, that's bad. Add a bio to your profile. And then another thing to add to it, they do have a bio, or you have a bio and you only have your Instagram, Snapchat, or social media on there. Add more to your bio. You could have your social media, somebody want to go follow you, see what you're about, and see you more, if you're legit or not, which most dating apps have a verified profile on there, so like you're verified, so they know who you are. Like you are like got your facial features and everything recognized, so they know you're a legit person. And then to also add to that, most profiles already have you can add your social media to it, so people see your Instagram, but you just have your Snapchat on there, you just have your Instagram on there. The thought of that to me, you just on here to get more likes and more followers versus on here to meet people. So beware of that. Do not add that to your profile. And another thing, open up your profile when you match with somebody. Open up with hi, hello, hey. That's dry. That's not putting in effort. If you're gonna reach out to somebody on a dating app, look at something on their profile. Look at what they have on there. Reach out to about that. Talk to them about a comment they put on their profile. Talk to them about a picture. Maybe one of the pictures them hang out with their friends. They're in a location. You're like, is that Topgolf? How was your experience there? Open up with something like that versus just hi, hey, hello. That's hey, what's up, hello. That doesn't do anything. It's you're not getting anywhere, and if somebody doesn't want to respond back to that, or just bored or exhausted of that, they're not going to respond. Guys, here's another thing to think about. Most women are getting more matches or getting more swipe rights on than you are. So you got to separate yourself from all the other guys out there who's going to do the same exact thing. Most guys going to hit a girl with hello, hey, how you doing, beautiful, what's you about, versus comment on something on her profile. She put it there for a reason, comment on it. Versus, and then if you're reach out to a girl, don't just comment on her likes. Oh, you look so beautiful, I love this picture. No. Comment on her features. Comment on something that's info, oh, I see that you have a poster of Star Wars in the background. Oh, what's your favorite movie, kind of thing. Or I see you have a shoe in the background. I don't know, just picking up things I see in other women's profiles. While women, you can pretty much talk to a guy about anything, he's gonna respond back to you, most likely. You open up with something he's in his profile, open up something like that, most likely he's gonna respond back to you. Now, if you open up with hey, hi, that also shows no effort as well, and will look at that. He probably give you some time, but he's not gonna give you much time at all. So comment on something on the profile. Don't just open up with hey, hello, or hi. Another thing I want to talk about are glamour shots, the bodybuilder shots, the flex shot. Guys and girls, don't need to throw a flex picture in there. Now you're working out in the gym and that's your gym photo of you working out. You're doing an exercise, go for it. Throw that up there. But you're just in a selfie picture and you're doing a selfie, you're going like this. That's not as okay, cool. You're in a mirror, you're in a window flex, or in a mirror. You're in a mirror flexing, not window, but in a mirror flexing. Show me something. Are you bench pressing? 250 pounds, 1 rep max, or you're squatting something, or you're power jerking, or you're doing a ninja warrior, or you're rock climbing. Give me something like that. CrossFit, whatever the case may be, show me something like that you're doing versus you just in the mirror going like this. Now, you're a bodybuilder competition, you're competing, that's different. If you're competing, you're on stage, go for it. Knock that out, throw that out there. So that way people oh, you're a bodybuilder, that's what you're into, versus you just in a picture in the mirror, just guy or girl, don't do that. Or all glamour shots, girl, all the shots are with the butt pic. If all 4 of your pictures of you doing the same pose and you're showing your butt, yes, a guy's gonna be most of us gonna strike right. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But after that first initial swipe and there's nothing else in the bio to play off of, we're just you look good. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to talk about. Now you have all those pictures and in your bio you have the things you like doing, your things you enjoy, then okay, that's something we can play off of, something we can comment on, and it's okay, what was the last time you went to the park? What's your favorite park in the city? What's your favorite park in your town? That kind of thing. What you like most about going to the park, or what you love most about your dog. Hopefully you have a picture of you and your dog already. You have your dog in your bio. Also to add to that, you have your dog in your bio and you're still doing the booty shot. Guy or girl, it's We get it. We know what you love about your body the most, which confidence is key. But at the same time, don't make all 4 of your pictures that same photo, because we're going to be like, there got to be something more to you than just the pose. And you know what I'm talking about, those who know the pose. You know what I'm talking about. So those are my don'ts when it comes to dating apps. If you're looking to get yourself out there. And one more thing, I was on my way to work one day and I came across this TED Talk. I'm just going to play this TED Talk and react to this video. It's going to be about 5 minutes long, so buckle your seatbelts up. I probably won't try to do the whole video. I might try to shorten it or skim through it. But I definitely want to react to what this TED Talker has to talk about. Okay, so this TED Talk right here is called The Science of Online Dating. It's by Bella Glanville. She is a reality TV show person, I believe. She talked about being on a dating show, and she is on here to talk about the online datings. And this is from a year ago, so this came out in 2021. And let's go ahead and finish the back half of her video here of her TED Talk.
Often don't meet in person at all. The boom and bust theory. Because of the strangers on a train effect, boom! People on these apps get really close really fast because they open up to each other. But they don't know the other person well enough yet to give them the trust that they need to hold and sustain their information. And that causes the relationship to bust. So what does it take to go from matching on these apps to actually meeting in person? Is it attractiveness, what job they have, or is it something even more shallow? Well, an Italian study actually assessed people on dating apps and found that they were more likely to respond to each other's messages if they were equal in attractiveness. But in the Skype study that I mentioned earlier, people preferred dates who were more attractive than them. So this is another problem that online dating has created for us. We can't fall in love with people based off their personalities anymore. They have to pass the attraction test first. In real life, women have been found to care more about job status and wealth, and men have been found to care more about physical attractiveness because it shows the women to be more healthy and therefore fertile. But online, this all gets thrown out the window. A YouTube experiment set up 2 Tinder profiles of a man and a woman, both equal in attractiveness, both with identical discovery settings.
I'm going to post that video on here, by the way.
They then swiped right on 1,000 people, and a day later, the male account had 269 matches, whereas the female account had 701.
Sorry, wrong video. She brings up another one later down the line. But this is true, though. I've actually experienced this, what she's talking about right now.
The match rate of the female account was 43% higher than the one of the male. So there's significant gender disparity when it comes to the importance of physical attractiveness on dating apps. And as I said, this is different in real life, where personality makes a huge difference. In fact, in another study, a man and a woman met their Tinder matches wearing a fat suit.
That one. This one is an old video that I think, I can't think of the name of it. I can't think of the name of it. It's an old, not College Humor. It's another college-based thing. I'm gonna put that link in the bio of this episode.
Out of 5 of the men took off when they saw the women, whereas all of the women stayed and got to know the man. So what these studies have shown us is that online, women care more about superficial attractiveness, whereas in person, it's the men. And the algorithms of these dating apps don't take into account the differences between what each gender prefers, even if it doesn't represent what we prefer in real life. Are our virtual preferences just completely different to the ones we have in person? And are they successful in helping us find a long-term partner? Well, in America alone, it's been found that only 12% of the people who use these apps have found committed relationships from them. There's actually no compelling evidence that the mathematical algorithms of these dating apps work. And there's also no evidence that they lead to more romantic outcomes than those created by relationships formed elsewhere. Not only do these algorithms leave out things such as personality, they don't take into account the differences between each person on these dating apps, and they don't take into account how each relationship will develop over time. So these algorithms were only created for a short-term initial attraction. When it comes down to it, everywhere we go, people are looking for love. Think about it. How many times have you been in a grocery store, made eye contact with someone, and automatically been convinced that they're the love of your life? A movie, no matter the genre, always tends to include a romantic plot. And this seems to be reflected in our lives too. So it was only a matter of time before romance hit the internet. In fact, I've actually been asked out a number of times on LinkedIn. True story. But here's the paradox. Has the internet ruined romance? Or simply made it easier? What will the future hold? Will romantic tales be turned into stories of meaningless hookups? Will Cinderella become Tinderella? Or do we just need to search for that faithful 12%? So who knows whether I would have made it to the finale of that dating show had our first date been in person? Who knows whether a virtual relationship might boom or bust? But what we do know is that by 2035, the UK has been predicted to reach its tipping point with more than 50% of relationships beginning online. Online dating has changed the relationship game forever. Thank you.
The one thing I would take out of this video here, she talked about personality. She said the dating apps, the algorithms, because there's an algorithm to the dating app, doesn't mention your personality. And the more swipe rights you get on, the more your profile gets boosted to the front. While guys swiping right on a lot of women, women don't do as much swiping on the men. And the reason why, because their profile, their inbox is getting flooded with all these other guys swiping right on her, so she can just go through the likes and see who likes her and who doesn't, and just left swipe, right swipe, whatever the case would be, versus her doing more of the swiping and going searching. Being a searching woman, in most cases when it comes to dating apps, are not doing the most searching. So that number of like a 720 to like 200 something, have 1,000 likes or 1,000 swipes, makes sense. But she's in the profile, the algorithm doesn't show your profile, personality, which means when it comes to dating apps, you have to put your personality on your profile. How do you do that? Well, do something like your pictures can way to show your personality, show what you're into, your quotes or comments. You somebody who's into comedy and love comedy, put like jokes on there. That just give you more idea, like, oh, this person likes funny stuff. This person's more a jokey kind of person. Hopefully you've been authentic on your dating app and not trying to fake the phone, because fake it till you make it on dating apps is not going to work, because eventually the rug gets put underneath the table and you're going to fall, because your true self going to come out. So be authentic with yourself. Don't hide anything on your dating app. Now, when it comes to like, well, I have this thing going on, I have that thing going on, maybe the first or second date you can mention that, or third date. But as far as your profile itself, show your bright spots in your profile, which show you what you're into. So somebody can be like, I like this, I don't like this, I swipe right, I not swipe right. You can show your personality on the app, so that way that separates you from the other people. Man, think about this. If every guy, the girl you see, you're like, dude, this girl right here, this could be the one of my life here. Swipe right, and she's also getting 1,000 people swiping right on her. You gotta find a way to separate yourself from the other people when she goes through and she's like, oh, maybe I might look at him. Make sure your bio is ready to go, because she talks about how your profile, your personality is not shine through, and you have to find a way to make your personality shine in order to stand out on the dating apps, because the algorithm is not going to make your personality shine. So she talks about that, and then she talks about like how, like, if it's possible to find love on dating apps should be used as a tool yes, it's possible to find love on a dating app, but it's not the ends to the means. It's more of the tool to get you the means. So use it as a tool. Don't be like, put all my stock in dating apps. I'm not going to meet somebody in person. I'm not going to approach a girl in person. I'm not going to approach a guy here. Use it as a tool, but do not rely so heavily on dating apps that that's your only form of meeting somebody. Because you do that, then you're cutting yourself off to everybody around you. And she's saying it's better to probably meet somebody in person because you get that, you see the personality you like and go from there, versus just meet somebody on, dating app where you don't get the whole thing. And she also talked about like sitting on dating apps too long and stuff like that in the first part of the video. But I would say, branching off her thing here, don't use a dating app as just a pure, it's the end all be all. Use it as a tool and then put your personality in it. Don't rely on the algorithm to try to help you boost, because it's not going to do that. Like, put your personality in your dating apps, that way you do stand out when it comes to other people. When it comes to the person who swiping right on you to make the match, put your personality in there, so that way they're like, okay, this person's like a fun person to hang out with, I'll swipe right. And that's my comment off that video. Now, she at first sounded like dating apps was a bad thing, and then she turns around and flips into like, well, is there any love out there? We're going to be able to find love on dating apps. Once again, I've been to a wedding with my friends, actually 2 weddings now, where they met on social media, they met on dating apps, and they seem to be thriving. I get, like, there's a lot of people out there on dating apps, so not everybody you're going to meet is going to be the love of your life, but it's possible, 100%. So that's my comments, that's my thoughts on that video. If you saw this episode, Nerdy Dating, what do you think? What's your do's and don'ts you have on dating apps? And put it in the comment section below. Just drop my pen. Other than that, thank you guys for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating, and keep being awesome. Thank you for watching this episode of Nerdy Dating. I really appreciate it. If there's another episode you want to watch, you can look at it right there. If you want to subscribe to the page and watch more content, it's down here. Also, you have a question about dating you want to put in the comment section, go ahead and do it. Or you can send me your dating question to my email of alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. That's alizakkanerdydating@gmail.com. And I will answer your question on the next episode of Nerdy Dating. Thank you so much for watching this show. I appreciate you, and keep being awesome.